Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your daily energy check. My name is Victoria, and in this reading we are looking at the energy of the divine counterparts. We're also going to see, gonna get an answer to an additional question for what is going on in the journey. And at the end today I'll post some messages in love for each of the twins. So stick around. Thank you for joining in and let's get started. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm just gonna jump straight in. I published my newsletter today. If you're in the newsletter, you got the latest and greatest, why not? Yep, you got the deets, what I'm up to, what's coming up. There's a lot of info stirring in my head, talking to different people. We'll see what happens. So yeah, let's get started. And of course, remember that your likes and your comments support this channel and me being able to do these readings for you pretty much on a daily basis. So please don't forget to like the video, leave your comment, share it with others. And of course, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. We're doing this pretty much every day. I also do shorts with card of the day, and I do special edition readings for when we have lunation events or eclipses or solstices or some other major transits, because I'm a fan of astrology. So when something major is happening, I usually do a reading with a special intention for that. And we definitely do ancestor messages here. Alrighty, so divine feminines, your message for today, and I'm using the quantum oracle, is joyous fun. Don't we like to hear that? Yeah, this does have like a Six of Cups vibe, but with a plot, like something of a mix between Six of Cups, Three of Cups, because it specifically talks about the childlike fun. And maybe you'll be having that fun with your kids. Quite possible. Why not? If you're going to a kids' party, or I don't know, some kind of, I don't even want to say playground, but there are lots of spaces these days for kids, like in entertainment centers, maybe even Six Flags. I don't know, wherever you're going with your kids to have some fun, maybe join in, maybe see what they have for all ages, where you can have some fun together with your kids and you can feel like a kid again, which has a very strong power in its own right. But also maybe it'll be something different, like, I don't know, you loved painting as a child, right? And you haven't done any kind of drawing or painting in 20-30 years, right? That could be something. I myself got myself a little gifty, as in the color by number thing, right? And of course I picked a very specific, usually I pick by color more than anything else, because I like bright colors. You can probably tell from my outfits, but I like it on my walls too. I don't like the monochrome spaces. I like it to be, even if it's not too much, not like neon colors, but have a glimpse of color. It definitely draws attention. It brightens my day. It means color means a lot to me. But this last one I actually picked with intention, and it's a smaller one, because the larger ones, they can take a year for me, and not because that's my speed, but things come up and then I'm like, okay, I'll finish off later, and then later can be months and months away, and I decided that I don't want to wait that long. Also, the specific pattern I picked was not very big. So whatever it is, see how you can add some joyous fun to your day. It's important because it's going to unlock new sources of inspiration, new potential for you. And it doesn't mean that, in my example, that you're going to be an artist now. No. I mean, you might, who knows, right? Maybe you'll see how you can use art in your mission and purpose. There's so much art-centered therapy techniques these days. Maybe this would be something that you'll enjoy doing with your kids, or your kids will enjoy doing with you. Like a family project, and where each of you can contribute. Who knows what's going to come out of this? Don't overthink it. Just do it. Speaking of artists, I mean, you can't make this up. I was just talking about painting. Masculines have got new supportive connections. So maybe you'll be painting with your DM. Wink, wink. Or with, an attractive stranger who will turn out to be someone you would like to go on a date with. You know, they also have painting workshops. Look it up. Eventbrite, meetups, whichever apps work in your country, in your town, in your community for finding events. You know, I'm sure like painting is like the thing that everybody has, or ceramics, or cooking class. There's a lot of art in cooking. I can have lots of joyous fun there. And if you've always thought that it's definitely the opposite of it, then maybe give it a try and see how fun it can be. Usually in those classes, part of the whole deal is that whoever is leading the class, they're making sure that you're having joyous fun. Love it. Me talking about painting for like 2 minutes and then coming up with, yeah, so masculines, you're like, obviously there's the opposite, the other side of the message for you, right? That if you're looking to meet new supportive connections, get out of the house, go to an event. Because if you're thinking that I only said that for the feminine, that's not really the case. I just continued my story for the feminine. But yeah, bottom line for the masculine is that people are coming into your life. Maybe it will be as a result of your intentional even like intentional activity that you're doing. Maybe it will be, you know, just an accident. Maybe you'll meet somebody on the subway, helping them out or something, lending them a hand. But be open to, you know, going further with that person. If you feel that there is a vibe, there is a connection, and I'm not just saying sexual vibe, you know, like if we feel like we usually can tell very quickly if we have an energetic connection with the person. We can tell through the eyes, through the touch, and sometimes even just being in close proximity to the person. And those are such valuable connections, so don't lose that chance, please. Alrighty, me trying not to make it long, but still talking a lot. I'm gonna use the Muse Tarot for the main read, and the bottom of the deck is the Devil. So, you know, everything in moderation is the message that I'm getting as I'm talking about how I'm talking too much. You know, see where you maybe you're even trying too much. That's what I'm hearing for some people. That could also be a sign of the Devil energy, where you're trying to reach a perfection, or you're doing people pleasing, or you're anxious about the outcome and you're attached to it. So you're like trying to do as much as you can for it to work out. That could be a tricky thing. The Tower in reverse. And you could also be avoiding some pitfalls, which may seem like a good thing, but you're like doing everything you can to prevent a disaster or a relationship ending or losing your job or something. But the truth is that and deep down you know that it's necessary, you know, but the ego still wants to stay in the familiar, in what you know. It's easier. I know, I'm speaking from experience, definitely. So yeah, sometimes it's important to know how to let go and have joyous fun. Feminines, your energy for today is 10 of Voices, clarified by Knight of Cups. Yeah, there is definitely a desire to be playful, to express love and joy to people around you. But there's also a lot of fear because of the past experiences and where people were taking advantage of your kindness, where you're meeting toxic people that purposefully fed off your energy, took advantage of it, you know? So there is that kind of, I don't even want to say the guard, but there is a fear for sure. Like, what if I let this person in too close and they're gonna suddenly break my heart, or I don't know, put me down, or something else of that sort, or just basically leave me and I'll be thinking that I'm not good enough again, right? So as you can probably guess, the next thing I'm gonna say is that this is the scope of work for you, Divine Feminines, if that's the case. I'm not saying do it anyway and just like go out there and like forget about these thoughts that you're having. These are thoughts, the swords, or the voices in this case. No, not at all. I'm just saying, you can still take small steps, right? It doesn't have to be big. Take your time. You can also explain to the person if they're expecting bigger steps. You can explain to them, this is where I am emotionally. Let's just take it slow. But I value you. I want you to be in my life, so that they know that it's not you showing that you're not interested. It's just you taking your time. And then while you are doing that, try to step out of your comfort zone a little, or try to investigate where you get uncomfortable, like which kind of activities, which kind of conversations, which kind of experiences feel like it's too much, or like this is like, oof, feels like I can get hurt easily if I go there, or if I do that with this person. Explore that and see if you can bring more love and more healing to that space with the wisdom and the knowledge that you have now, right? Remember, you're doing the reparenting for your inner child. As a parent, you have kind of like an upper hand in terms of the information, the experience, the maturity, everything else. For the masculines, we see Ace of Emotions clarified by the Devil, the second devil in the reading. Guess what? Masculines also want to express their emotions, their love, their passion, but it feels tricky, right? Like, masculines, think about your motivation. That's the best way to figure out if this is like how sincere it is, if it's coming from your heart or it's coming from your ego, i.e. you met someone you're attracted to and you want to court them, get them, make them yours. Again, take it slow, and see what comes up for you. Where are you feeling triggered or insecure, or you want to push for some specific outcome, a specific behavior, or you want your person to look a certain way, right? Or if it's a friend, you want to be doing certain things with this friend. And if they have hobbies that are completely out of your kind of zone of comfort or interest, then you aren't going to go for it. Is that happening? Because remember, the relationship needs to be balanced. I'm not saying you got to do everything together, but see if there are certain areas where you feel insecure and you're overcompensating by maybe pushing the person to doing things that you want to do, right? And that could be sometimes through love bombing, like, even unintentional, right? Like you're like, okay, let's do this, and then I'll make dinner for you, right? And then I'll go to this thing with you, right? But try to see why you're doing those things. Additional question for today is Page of Emotions clarified by Justice. And we'll continue talking about feelings, right? And we'll continue talking about balance, right? And if you start feeling, and this is for both twins, of course, if you start feeling insecure or unbalanced as you go deeper into expressing your feelings, expressing your emotions, then see how you can A, slow things down, and B, how you can find balance, right? Where is it? And sometimes balance is not even in taking it to yourself, right? It's also in having a conversation, in finding that common ground. There's nothing wrong with saying to the person, you know what, this makes me uncomfortable. And yeah, I understand that that's, big part of it is my own insecurity, but at the end of the day, you're making me uncomfortable with this. So can we do it another way? Talk to the person, look for ways, brainstorm. Like I'm willing to do, but not this way, right? Or maybe I can do this like once in a couple of months, but not every week, right? And you're welcome to do that hobby of yours with your friends, but it's just too much for me. I can't do it. I'm sorry. There's so many people in this world who think that if they have a partner, like a life partner, that person is supposed to be everywhere with them when they're out and about, like for social outings. It's like, how come you're not gonna go with me? No, we're a couple, we're supposed to be there together. Not really. If we are in a balanced relationship, that's not really the case. what do the feminists need to know about this? We have Nine of Inspiration clarified by the Temperance. And I know that Nine of Inspiration, which is the wands in this deck, is usually about some fears, you know, somewhere where you're afraid to kind of step to that final line, to the finish line. But I love that they talk about inspiration. I also love this dress. And I want to say you need to find that power, that inspiration within you. Even if you push yourself towards that finish line, towards getting to that goal, reaching it, you know, winning it, it's not gonna make you feel better, not for a long time anyway. If there is that fear, that insecurity within you of why you may not be deserving of that, or how you will not know what to do, or whatever you're telling yourself, right? And Archangel Michael here is there to support you and help you balance out the yin and yang, and also show compassion to yourself. Oh my god, another Justice. For masculines, we have Justice clarified by Six of Swords. So I spoke about the Justice energies. It's just a confirmation for the masculines that it is about finding common ground. It is about something that makes both of you comfortable, right? Or gets you to a better place, right? Where you can both enjoy the process. If one person is struggling, even if they're quiet about it and they're trying not to show it, either because they're embarrassed or they don't want to hurt the other person's feelings, it's not really, it's not gonna lead you to success in this activity, in the relationship and communication that you have. You don't want that, right? I mean, things happen, of course, especially like sometimes by accident. People get uncomfortable for different reasons. But it shouldn't be the intention to begin with. Like, yeah, I'm gonna join your bowling team, but like deep down, we're so uncomfortable with the whole thing and find it boring. But yeah, I'll go with you. You know? And if you notice your partner is uncomfortable, there's nothing wrong with having that conversation with them and letting them know that they have the freedom to say no, to sit it out if they want to, or you know, you can discuss how you can make it more enjoyable for the both of you. Message in love for Divine Feminines. Wow, that jumped out. Paradise, happiness, expansion, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Playfulness, you see? That joy is fun. You can do the joy is fun with your masculine, by the way. Divine Feminine, that could be a fun date. Go dancing. I mean, that would be my default choice. In any case, what do we have for Divine Masculines? This was one card. I just decided to go with one card. For masculines, we have I like you. Wow. Someone likes you, Divine Masculines. Romance is blooming, flirting, dating. Are you gonna be doing the date in the park with your feminine or something? Where you guys can have joyous fun together. But look at that. Paradise, I like you. I love this vibe. All right, we'll leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time.